As long as our thoughts are governed by our feelings, as long as we think at the level of sensation, real change is impossible. To transform ourselves, we must mentally rise above our emotions. To change is to leave behind the familiar, memorized feelings of the old self. Consider a simple example. You're driving to work, and suddenly you recall a recent argument with a colleague. The memory triggers a stream of chemicals in your body. Very soon, your feelings catch up with your thoughts. Anger begins to build. Your body signals the brain, "I'm furious." The brain, always monitoring the body's chemistry, instantly reacts to this shift, adjusting your thoughts in turn. And as soon as feelings align with thoughts, thoughts start aligning with feelings. Without realizing it, you amplify the unpleasant emotion. Anger fuels more angry thoughts, which produce even stronger feelings. Your mind becomes subordinate to your body. The cycle continues. Hostile thoughts send chemical signals that stimulate the release of hormones associated with anger. Heat rises to your cheeks, your stomach tightens, your head throbs, your muscles clench. Physiological changes ignite specific neural networks, pushing you to think in accordance with the emotion flooding you. Soon, you're mentally cursing your colleague, dredging up old grievances, drafting imaginary emails, even composing a message to your boss. By the time you step out of the car, you're practically vibrating with rage, a walking model of an angry person. And it all began with a single thought. In such moments, it feels impossible to think beyond your emotions, which is precisely why change is so difficult. This looping dialogue between brain and body makes our reactions predictable. We craft patterns of thought and feeling, act unconsciously, and get stuck. This is the biochemistry of behavior. Mind and body, who controls whom? Why then is change so hard? Imagine your mother often resorted to suffering to get what she wanted. Growing up, you subconsciously absorbed this pattern. Perhaps your own life brought painful experiences tied to specific people and moments. Each recollection still evokes emotion. After years of revisiting the past, the memories come effortlessly, as if on their own. Now imagine that for 20 years your inner world has been saturated with suffering. At this point, you don't even need to think about the event to reproduce the feeling. You simply can't act or think apart from it. Chronic thoughts and emotions have trained your body to memorize suffering. Self-pity and victimhood cast their shadow on your entire life. 2 decades of replaying the same emotional script have taught your body to recall the feeling more readily than the mind does. Suffering becomes natural. You are the suffering. And whenever you try to change, it feels as if the road bends backward, pulling you into the familiar self. Most people don't realize that remembering an emotionally charged event activates the same neural sequence as the event itself. The brain becomes programmed to the past, reinforcing the same pathways again and again. Thoughts produce the same chemicals in the brain and body, in varying concentrations, as the original event, helping the body remember the emotion even more deeply. The chemistry of repeated thoughts and feelings, along with the strengthening of the same neural networks, traps mind and body in a limited set of programs. We can relive events thousands of times. This unconscious repetition, often more powerful than conscious intention, teaches the body to store emotional states. And when the body remembers better than the mind, when the body becomes the mind, a habit is formed. Psychologists say that human personality becomes largely established by about age 35. This means that by then we have memorized a set of behaviors, beliefs, emotional reactions, habits, skills, associative memories, conditioned responses, and perceptions that operate as subconscious programs. These programs govern us because the body has taken over the role of the mind.